Hola, estoy en la placita de junto, saludando a mi amiga Dora Linda, la Babybop. Yo soy Babybop, tú eres Babybop. ¿Cómo está todo, Daddy? Aquí estoy bien, todo bien. Todo, ya tú sabes, siempre con lo mismo. ¿Y tú, cómo están tus hijos? Yo estoy bien. ¿Y tu marido? Pues nos vemos a otro día. Yo siempre con lo mío. Talking about Betty Boop. Wendy Williams has the biggest Betty Boop ever. She has a black Betty Boop in her apartment. Remember? Post during COVID. She paid $4,000 for a Betty Boop. Her son hates that Betty Boop. We're gonna trash that Betty Boop. There's a lot of stuff in D Square too for Betty Boop. Oh, if you have a Betty Boop mom, she'll buy you anything from Betty Boop. In D Square. Wendy will buy you anything. Oh, I wanted to talk about yesterday. I have another problem because everything's fine, but the cops came. I woke up and I went to the 53 station for a little bit. Was it like 4 in the morning? So because I went to go get something to drink and stuff. Now this homelessness situation is going. Today marks 1 year on 3 months, right? In 3 weeks, exactly in 2 days, not 1 year, 3 months and 3 days. 3 weeks. Next Friday, it's gonna be 1 year and 4 months. I went through a brain aneurysm. I went through bloatedness. I went through migraines. I went through everything. Foot pain, swellingness, you know, no moneyness. That's the worst one I ever want. When you have a really high expensive lifestyle, you have to risk the $0 a month, When you have a really high expensive lifestyle, you sacrifice a lot. But it's getting too much. Anyway, so I wanted to talk yesterday. A phone call. This guy called at 12:23. I don't have to really know. I know it by heart. 12:23 a.m. from Polonia, 2 hours down from our aunt's and uncle's house, and cousin's house. And he was friends with this guy from the United Nations. So one put the flag on another one that I terminated some of them that they seedy. And if I can't have seedy people at the United Nations, and now they're in a vengeance mode. Um, six um what I was gonna tell you. So he called that station and said that there was someone crazy running naked around the station, and then he called again at 3 something, saying that someone around the nation that station is running with a knife. It's a safest station in New York City, and then the 8th Avenue NYU is the first safest station, and the second one is the Rockefeller Center one. Those are three safest train stations in New York City. You guys are overdoing it. The fourth is Bryant Park. It's like you guys. It wasn't his fault. The cop asked me. This someone running around with a knife and like, no, trust me, I'll take care of it. This isn't gonna be a gay old man. Trust me. I was like, you gay old men, you crazy Democrats. You could just stay in your lane. I thought you guys were all about royalty. Or you guys like it. These are little privileged rats that their mom left them the whole inheritance. And he came here from where? From Canada, from some weird state, from Austin, from Dallas, Texas, where it's $37.4 million and sits in Colombia. And that's a family home. This was a family. You should have gone to Asbury Park and sit there and act like the royal queen you are. Instead of disturbing people. All right, so I want to talk about the Chelsea attack. I know that's the important part. Remember she was 71 days in the hospital on 4/6/1960, and someone beat up Steph. These men are still alive. And I want to do a documentary talking about the Chelsea Queen, the founder Democrats, little sisters, a little sister. I want them to explain what she was doing in Chelsea and everything, the guy that beat up that she was playing, but he's 92 years old today. His name is Richard. He lives in the East Village. I have track of him. And then the second one is Richard, and he lives on the Upper East Side. And Richard's gonna explain to us in the documentary about the Chelsea Queen. And then we have Barney. He lives on North Houston, right? To the North Houston Westport area. He's gonna explain to us his experience and why he beat up the Chelsea Queen. And then Robert, he lives in Riverside, in my mom's building, with my mom's first place ever, in Julie Garden. And he's gonna explain to us why. He beat up the Chelsea Queen of what, how she wasn't the founder, how crazy Democrat she was, and why we shouldn't. These are all Republicans. These are why these men, these same-sex oriented men, are Republican. Because the Democrat Party does not represent us, you know. Then I have Anthony. He lives on Bleecker Street in the West Village, by us too. And then he's going to explain to us in this documentary as well. And then we have Mr. Landon, which he lives in the Riverside, one of the Trump buildings. So, and then we have, he's 91, the other one, the one before is, how old is he? 96 years old, which he's the, 96 is the oldest, right? He's the oldest one that beat on. And then, I have all the dates they beat up because they don't remember, but I have them for them. And Beanie, he's an 89-year-old. He's the youngest one that beat up. He lives in the Lincoln Center neighborhood. These are going to be great, great things about talking because everybody talks about the Chelsea Queen, and then they stereotype the wrong people. You know, because Tony was stereotyping the wrong people. And then she made a 27 hypnosis to my mom. And then she was saying that the patos son tecato, that get the faggots are drug addicts. She said they are enfermos sexuales, they sexual dementally. Que hay que meterlo preso, you gotta get them arrested. They say that the patos are violento, that the ducks are violent. Duck pato, patito. That they loud and they crazy, that they crazy people, and you gotta find a place to close them down and medicate them. That's what she can. Julie Gordon never have been herself. She's been Miss Franco this whole time with this, a 27 hypnosis, and Tony had a 7-step hypnosis on her. Remember, she has 34, and she's never been herself, you know. And she already made the mistake to ask Queen Elizabeth that she wanted to be queen. And then she said, the patos hay que matarlo, you gotta kill the ducks. And then here she said, make sure your kids, you never give a gay pato, you never give a son that's a duck money. After you raise them, you throw them the hell out. The patos, the gays, son fillos, le robaron hasta la vida a uno, that they thieves, that they'll steal your own life, that they gossipers, the third. They think they're smarter than que se creen más sabios que uno. This is a very homophobic lady, you know? A very homophobic lady. A very disturbing lady. Let me see if I got time for it, you know? Anyway, so let me pause this on to the because that's very important that I'm off.